Welcome back to the channel. You are now watching Sacred Seat TV.
Look at this glow on me. Yeah, that inner light shining. Look at this glow on me. Look at this glow on me. Oh, on me.
Thank you so much for joining in. We are continuing our discussion into the chakra system and the corresponding hormone producing organs. Today we will be discussing cortisol and the adrenal gland. Now let's look at the body. On top of each kidney, there are two small triangular looking organs, which are called the adrenal glands. They're about the size of a walnut, but they produce hormones that can impact the entire system of your body. Think of them as your emergency management team. When your brain detects a threat, it communicates with the adrenal glands through a network known as the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. This system helps your body decide how to respond to stress. One of the primary hormones released is called cortisol. And cortisol often gets a bad reputation, but it is not your enemy. Without it, you could not survive. Cortisol helps regulate your metabolism. It supports your immune system. It helps to maintain your blood pressure, and it also helps to support you whenever you need energy. When you are in a dangerous situation, emphasis on the quotes, cortisol helps to raise your blood glucose levels so that your muscles and your brain can have fuel to survive whatever it is you're encountering. This helps to increase your alertness, mobilize any stored energy that you may have, and also help your body adapt to the stressful situation. Imagine walking in the woods and you encounter a bear. You don't have time to think. Your body just needs to act. And that is exactly what cortisol evolved to help you do. The problem is, most of us aren't running from bears anymore. We're running from constant stress, emails, traffic, financial pressure, relationship conflict. Your body does not know the difference between the two. Sidebar. There is this constant discussion online about whether or not women would choose to be in the woods with a bear or choose to be in the woods with a man. But the gag is, the body doesn't know the difference. The body and the nervous system cannot differentiate between either threat. One is overt and animalistic. The other is covert and animalistic. Moving on, what does cortisol tell us about ourselves? Cortisol tells us what our body / our mind believes is happening. Cortisol can offer insight into our perception of reality, not because it changes reality, but because it reflects how our brain interprets reality. When your stress response is activated frequently, we begin to perceive the world around us through a lens of survival. While uncertainty feels like danger, mistakes can feel like failure, and even neutral situations can seem threatening. We may become more likely to expect the worst, scan for problems, or assume that something bad is going to happen, even when objective evidence does not support those conclusions. So that doesn't mean that you're weak or irrational. It just means that your brain prioritizes protection over possibility. And that's very interesting. In that sense, cortisol invites us to ask this important question: am I seeing the world as it is today? Or am I seeing it through the memories and experiences of my past? If you stayed so far, thank you so much for your attendance and for supporting the channel. Next week, we will be continuing the series in which we'll be discussing the hormone adrenaline and what that tells us about both our bodies and our mind. Remember to be defiant with all due defiance. And thank you so much again for watching Sacred Seat TV.